Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ServiceNow 911. In the series of Meet Expert, today we have a special personality. A gentleman who is three-time MVP. He is a CTA, Certified Technical Architect. He has around 3 CIS certifications. And above all, he is enlightening the whole community with his immense knowledge. You must know that his post on LinkedIn reducing significant amount of development time throughout the ServiceNow community and providing best and robust solution. So without any delay, please welcome Mr. Maik Skoddow.
Okay, so thank you so much, Mike, for joining today. I am very much excited to have you on board and really appreciate your time. So, can you please introduce yourself, Mike, for us?
Yeah, hello. Thank you for being your guest today. I really appreciate this. So I'm Mike. I'm from Germany. I work as a solution architect at the Systems. It's a larger German telecommunication company. And I've been in the ServiceNow universe. I always say universe for nearly 3 years. Sorry, I think it's 4 years now. And I'm also an MVP 3 times. I'm really busy at the moment due to a large project, and yeah, that's my story.
Okay, great. So once again, as I see, you have very busy schedule and you are giving time to us. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much. So Mike, let's start with the very first question. Okay.
Okay.
So I have the question like, you have a role of ServiceNow Solution Architect. So can you please share what is this role and what all things, any example of your work with respect to this role, please?
Yeah, okay, I will try. So imagine there's a diagram with 2 dimensions. On one dimension, you have this technical aspects, and on the other dimension, you have the strategy aspect. So, for example, in the lower right corner, there would be placed a technical architect. Now, he's really deep in the technology, and he's not interested so much in the strategy part. And for example, in the upper left corner, there's an enterprise architect, and the solution architect. He is placed right in between. He is the intersection between all the dimensions. So it's a kind of all-rounder. He has to be familiar with all these dimensions and the aspects, but he's not that deep as a technical architect, for example. So, and the solution architect, and I will talk about my daily business, because I think other business architects in the world or solution architects, sorry, have maybe different responsibilities or different activities. So, and as a solution architect, you are there in the project right from the beginning. So you gather all the requirements, you consult the customer regarding his requirements, and then you propose detailed building blocks for a solution, but not in that detail. It's a high level solution. And when the project starts, a solution architect often also leads the team, the implementation team. So he creates building blocks, maybe in any tickets, stories, and so on. And then the implementation team starts implementing this. The discipline of a solution architect consists of several complex processes, and so therefore solution architects play an important role in the organization, and they will accompany the customer from the beginning until the end. So that means to the successful implementation of a project.
Okay, so we can say with respect to technical and functional challenges, solution architect is the main point of contact for the customer, and he is the one who materializes the requirements from functional to technical and present it to the developers. Am I correct?
Yeah, he is facing all the stakeholder groups. I like this picture of being an architect like a lighthouse. Everyone looks to this, and he will emit the light and highlight the dark corners of a project. This is what I like as an image for an architect, or let's say solution architect.
Yeah, great example. Yeah, right. So I think people understood what is the role of a solution architect in every project. So great example and explanation. Let's move to the next question, Mike. Can you please share us one of your most challenging projects and what was the challenge, if possible?
since 1.5 year, I've been leading an FSM-based project, and yeah, this is filling my whole day. So therefore, this is my challenge for over 1.5 year. And in this project, we had a lot of challenges. The complete FSM area was completely new to me at the beginning of the project.
Okay.
Had absolutely no idea what this is, what is field service management, and
Okay.
I learned this during the project, learning by doing. And later, I also made my CIS certification implementation specialist for field service management. And
Great.
the challenging part of this project is the high complexity of this business. So compared to other disciplines like incident management, or let's say ITSM and so on, all the products you have in ServiceNow, FSM is a more dynamic discipline because you are dealing here with people, not people who are sitting in front of the screen and entering something in the computer, but people who are
Okay.
traveling in the field, and they are permanently moving. And they are also sending back their positions. That means you have a highly dynamic system of moving people, and all the time the situation is changing. Whenever a new ticket comes in, a new work order, as it's how it's named in the field service management, and the machines start recalculating everything, all the tasks, and will decide which field service
Okay.
agent is near the broken infrastructure element, and then it will reschedule. So and there's a lot
Okay.
of mathematics behind this, a lot of formulas and so on. And as I said, it's highly dynamic, and you are faced with these kinds of issues which are resulting from this situation.
Okay. Okay. So means dealing with people who are not that much technical is the, one of the great challenge here.
Not that the field service agents are really technicians, but they are fixing mobile infrastructure in my project. So
Okay.
they are really technical. And for example, one important difference to other ServiceNow project is that the field agents are using the mobile phone in most of the time. This is their main
Okay.
device. And then the other large group, the dispatchers, are using the so-called dispatcher workspace. So the normal UI, the so-called next experience, this is not used only
Okay.
by administrators. So, and this is another reason why FSM is so different.
Okay. And I think FSM is not yet much used by many customers. It is pretty new, right?
Yeah, you're completely right. I could tell you stories. So we think here in our project, we are
Yeah.
basically the main or maybe the only German customer for SFM. Sometimes we are really wondering because you also see that when using this, you come to any issues which are not thought to the end, and then you have discussions with ServiceNow to fix the bugs we identified and so on. So we think that FSM is a new discipline, especially in Germany. I don't know what is the situation in the world. Unfortunately, we don't have any comparisons to other customers at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. Even in India, I have not seen any, new opening with
Yeah,
respect to field service management. So it means it is not yet explored to that much level.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Great. So let's move to next question. You are CTA, that is Certified Technical Architect. So when you have completed that course and certifications, can you please provide some guidance to the people who are looking to get CTA? What kind of questions and whatever, like your
Mm.
experience and your feelings with respect to that, please?
Yeah. So I have to say that I was the attendee of the first official class, I think 2 years ago or so. We, our training started. So there were no experience out there. No? All the articles and videos you have today, I couldn't read, I couldn't watch. So I had no idea about this training. I was sitting there with complete different expectations.
Okay.
Now I was thinking, now we will start really implementing anything, solve any technical challenges. Nothing happened that way. So I
Right.
never saw an instance during the training. So whenever whoever wants to join this training, please be aware of you are doing nothing in ServiceNow. Because one of the prerequisites for this training is that you have a certified application developer and also 2 times any CIS certification. So ServiceNow is expecting you to be familiar with technology and with implementing something. So, but what you will learn as an attendee is presenting. So, and you also have to know that you should be familiar with recording yourself. I was hating recording myself. I don't like it, and still don't like it. And this is what you will train. You will train a lot of soft skills, like presenting something, how to talk to your audience, how to present something to the audience in a way that they will understand this. And ServiceNow is always putting a finger on this word value. How to provide value to your customer. This is something they will train you. And coming back to your question, I know that today ServiceNow increased requirements for being a partner, and they want you to have some of your company to join this training. So, and I fear that many employees are pushed to this training, but they don't know what value they will have from this training. So when you are in the situation that your manager asks you to join this training, then ask your manager whether you will really be able to fill out this role after this training. If there is no chance to fill out this role as a CTA, then you will become unhappy because you learned a lot how to work as an CTA, how to act as a CTA. And if you are just asked to implement some source code, then this is not what you want to do as a CTA. And what I also learned, you will spend a lot of time beside your work. I think at the end, I summed up all my spent time and I came to 120 hours after 3 months. So that means you have to involve your environment, your social environment, explain to your family, to your friend that you are now starting a training and that you will not be available anymore that much as in the past. You have to explain them why you cannot join the family activities at the weekends or why you have to record over and over again during the night yourself. This is what I did. Therefore, it's important that you get the support from your environment and everything else regarding the contents and so on. There are so many great videos and articles out there. I don't want to repeat this here. This is what I experienced, and I think it's important to know.
Yeah, amazing experience. And the experience which you have shared is not written anywhere. It's a pure personal experience, and everyone will definitely get benefited. They have to understand the concept of value. Whatever you are learning, you have to understand the value, what value will give to the customer, and more of that, you will be able to present it, right? This is the main goal.
Yeah.
Is you know the value, that is different, but until unless you are able to present it, that you will learn in CTA. And then like dedication, you need time and you have to like dedicate yourself, as you mentioned, more than 100 hours and so amazing, great.
I can tell you PowerPoint will become your best friend after this training.
Okay, PowerPoint, great. So all the people who are listening to this podcast, please get yourself ready with all the suggestions provided by Mike, and you have to thank him once you clear it. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, Mike. Let's move to the next question. Yeah, let's come to LinkedIn. I have seen your post, and your posts are mind-boggling. So, what inspires you to dig to the core of some subject and find out all these courses and all these posts? Because your post, even you don't know, is saving hundreds of hours to the community for community and providing top-notch help to the persons who are following them. So, please inspire us.
So basically, there's no secret. So I really can't stand out if I don't understand something. That was always in my life. So and then it's for me it's like a pain. I want to get rid of this pain because I don't understand this, and then I start investigating, and I do this maybe with the more passion. I don't know, and I spend more time than anyone else, and maybe someone else would give up, but I will continue until I have reached the goal and understand something. And so this takes often a lot of time. You cannot see all the hours I spend, but after this, I think, why don't create something which helps other users to understand this and save them the time. And also,
Right.
of course, doing this, you get visibility in the community in LinkedIn, as you said. No? And of course, this also helps you to being promoted to an MVP or something like this. So visibility is important today in our business because you can be the best expert, but if no one is knowing you,
Right.
there's no chance to come into business. So therefore, um, do something and talk about what you are doing, and then you get visibility, and that's your chance to get into the business.
Right. And I must say, your content is amazing, and lots of people are following it and they are getting benefited. And we all thank you for that.
Thank
Amazing
you.
stuff.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
feedback.
Yes. So now let's move to next question. So this time I'll talk about security.
Mhm.
So according to you, what is the most underrated security feature in ServiceNow? You know, we have various things like ACL, roles, data policy, and all. So according to Mike, what is the most underrated feature, and it has more potential, but people are not using it?
I think the question is really easy for me, at least. It is the latest feature which comes into this platform. This is the most underrated because it's new. And
Okay.
what I often see in my business, especially when working with my Indian colleagues, but also other freshers, they are using only one tool, let's say ACLs, and they implement
Okay.
anything, but they are not aware that there are other possibilities no, which could save any large script no, and help them. So therefore, uh, as I said, the most underrated security feature is what is the latest in the platform. So there's a reason why we get any new feature. No? The special condition you now have in the Vancouver release for saying something like um, the current user, no? And something like this. I forgot the name. No? Even I have a problem to follow all the new changes and the features. So, and this leads me to the one of the most important things you have to learn and you have to follow. No? For example, content creators like you or all the cool videos created by ServiceNow no? To catch up and to stay up to date.
Okay. So being up to date with respect to the features which is provided by ServiceNow is the most important thing.
Yeah.
We heard ACL in Aspen, and we are now in the latest release Vancouver, but
Yeah.
still people are dependent on ACL, you are saying, right? And
Yeah.
there are many other things which are coming, and it will save time and like robustness as well than
Hmm.
ACL.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, okay, great. So some fancy question, if you get a chance to change or reconfigure anything in ServiceNow platform, then
Mm.
what it would be as per your experience, as per your choice.
Yeah, this is a special thing, and it's only related to FSM, I think. Yeah, FSM. So FSM is built up on service management. Service management, I think, it's really an old discipline and was never used that way. And it was implemented many years before. The main data object, which is transferred during the FSM lifecycle, has also, as I said, a lifecycle. It has some states.
Okay, okay,
So you would think this is not fancy. So, but um, as I said, it's really old. The implementers had not features like a flow or a workflow, what we have today. So they had to think about how to implement a kind of flow only with records. And this is where
okay,
these work order state flows come into place. They are called work order state flows. It's a kind of configuration which is highly complicated, highly complex. No one understands this. There's no good documentation. And we had the challenge to introduce a new state in this life cycle for the customer. And it was the hell. And we are still don't understand something. So if I had the chance, I would redesign this complete handling of the life cycle of a work order, maybe with a flow or something like this, which is more up to date.
okay, great. So amazing, response because FSM is new, and if
Mm.
ServiceNow really take your experience and take the problems which you are working it from last, 1.5 year as a complete architect. So obviously your inputs are very much valuable. So
Mhm.
I'll ask, or I'll say, I'll appeal ServiceNow to see this and make some improvements. Great. So if we talk about FSM, Mike, is there any other challenges you faced while implementing FSM in your organization till date?
Yeah, a lot of challenges. Basically, we had one challenge after another and never had the time to stop and to recover from our business. So, for example, performance is a large issue. As I said, a lot of calculations are done permanently behind the scenes, and since weeks we are in touch permanently with the product team of ServiceNow, for example, regarding the dispatcher workspace, no? Because the dispatchers were complaining about the long loading times when opening a dispatcher workspace, and so no, one of these challenges is still to come to an end with this problem, with this issue, so that the loading time is reduced. Another challenge was in this project, this is not related to FSM. At the beginning of the project, I asked the customer, so how many network elements
Mhm.
we have in the future? No? The network elements are the physical things which are broken and which have to be fixed. And he said 100,000. Okay, I said 100,000 is okay. This can be handled. So now we have 4 million. So, and this is a difference, whether you import 100,000 elements or 4 million elements. So you need complete different approaches. And also, as I said, the mobile application had many challenges. It was only some days before when the agents the first time saw Google Maps on a mobile phone. We
Okay.
are in production since 1 year about, and agents need Google Maps to know where they are. And due to any strange bug in a mobile application or any certificate, no one understands this. But ServiceNow fixed this, and now they can see the Google Maps. So, as I said, we had permanently challenges all the project.
Okay, great. Amazing feedback. I think maybe in future, once you are more comfortable about FSM, and then we'll have a separate session with respect to FSM only, where we can understand all such issues and how ServiceNow had made progress and all these things, a kind of case study. And that
Yeah,
will be really helpful for the community because it is new and
mhm,
not yet explored much, right?
yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So, Mike, let's move to the next question. So, can you please tell us something about your self-implemented solutions and the solution which is very close to your heart, a memorable one which you have shared.
Yeah,
So, this is also I want to know.
yeah. So I think this solution you mentioned, which is close to my heart, is something. Um, at the moment, I'm struggling with the CreatorCon next year. No? The window is open
Yes.
to send any proposals, and each day I'm thinking whether it's worth to do something like this. So it's the headline for this um, session would be how to import 4 million records within 3 hours without breaking your system. So no, this is the
Okay.
solution. I already talked about this in another video with Robert Fedoruk and also wrote a blog article about this. So and it's about how we import this large amount of records and process them afterwards. No? There are a lot of calculations to be performed without decreasing the performance of the system. No? Agents have to be able to work still, no? Still to work, and we don't
Okay.
have the possibility to scale our application nodes. No? So we only have 2 application nodes, and this is what I had, and I had to see how to implement a solution which is able to scale and to yeah, but not to break down the system. So this is the solution I like most because yeah, the topic behind this, the table sys event, this is something I investigated a lot.
Yes, and as you mentioned, 4 million. So data is rapidly increasing. So many people are ready to use that solution which you provide. So you already presented that solution in CreatorCon?
No, as I said, I'm thinking about whether I should send such a proposal for the next CreatorCon. It's
Okay.
basically, I have not a problem talking about this, but this has to be prepared for the audience. So it's a lot of work, and I don't know whether I will be able to do this in parallel to my busy work. So
Okay.
let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. So it's very, challenging and really very much useful for many other people. And I would say, please spare some time and send the proposal because it is really good.
Yeah, let's see. I hope so.
Yeah. All the best for that.
Hmm.
And with this question, I'm done with the list of questions with me. So, great session, Mike, and you have explained and you have given such an amazing response to all the questions. And
Hmm.
seriously, it will be used and it will be, utilized by the community to the fullest. So, anything you want to say? Uh, any tip or anything, whatever you want to say to the audience here?
Um, yeah, thank you for being your guest here today. It was a great honor for me, and I also have a great respect for people like you who are creating these interviews and the video stuff. Because, as I said, I like recordings. I'm more the one who is writing articles, and so therefore, but it's important to have also this kind of knowledge sharing, via videos and so on. And so therefore, yeah, great work and continue this. And I'm curious to see who will be the next guests in your show.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah, I have discussions with a few other peoples, and soon we'll have someone. And we really appreciate you giving us time from your busy schedule. And all the very best for all your future endeavors and for CreatorCon as well. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank
much,
you.
Mike, and
Yeah,
keep
thank you so
writing
much.
such amazing articles.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.